Hey everyone, I'm Sue and welcome to another episode of Does This Notion Really Work? And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mary Ellen's Best Press. So Mary Ellen's Best Press has been around for quite some time, as long as I can remember seeing it at quilt shops, and it's manufactured by Mary Ellen. In fact, you should go check out her website and read the About Us section. It's quite impressive.
It comes in 2 ounce, 16 ounce, 32 ounce, and a gallon. It's advertised as the clear starch alternative. Bottles are spray and not aerosol, so it's environmentally safe. It's acid-free, water-based, and there are no clogs or flakes compared to traditional spray starch. The bottle is clear so you can see exactly how much you have left. It's mentioned on the website that there is a special stain shield which protects fabrics, and the product helps resist wrinkles.
So then, what's the difference between starch and sizing? Starch is used to stiffen the fabric, whereas sizing is used to give the fabric some body and a nice hand. So starch is typically vegetable-based, like wheat, corn, potatoes, rice, whereas sizing is vegetable-based but also plastic-based.
There are 9 different scents, and they're activated by the heat of the iron. There's Lavender Fields, Caribbean Beach, Cherry Blossom, Citrus Grove, Linen Fresh, Mint Splash, Peaches and Cream, Tea Rose Garden, and there's a scent-free as well.
There are even 2 seasonal fragrances. There is Frankincense and Myrrh and Winter Magic. So how do you use Best Press? Well, according to the instructions on the bottle, it says spray onto fabric and iron away. It also has a tip here. It says to prevent spotting, make sure your iron's water tank and sole plate are clean before pressing. So I've seen a couple of different ways to use Mary Ellen's Best Press, and both people claimed that it was the right way. But according to the instructions, you just spray and iron, right? Well, let's go ahead and give both of those other options a try out. Let's see what happens.
To keep things fair, we're going to take the same piece of fabric that's wrinkled, and we are going to cut it in half, and now we have 2 halves of the same piece of fabric. The first option is to saturate every inch that you can with the Best Press, and then use your fingers and your hands to smooth it into the fibers. According to this theory, you want to really get that Best Press into the fibers, so do a good job. Then you're going to flip it to the wrong side, and that's the side that you are going to do your ironing and pressing. So the theory here is that you're not pressing directly onto the Best Press. Once you've done that, you're going to saturate the wrong side of the material, smooth it in with your fingers and hands. See, we missed a spot, so let's make sure we really get it in there. And then smooth again with your fingers and your hands. I did notice though that my fingers got a little tacky, so I might want to wash them. When you're finished with that, flip it over to the right side and give it a good press. So basically you are doing the same thing on both sides of the material, and you are not pressing directly on to the Best Press. It gave it a really nice hand, a little too stiff for my taste though. Option 2 is to shake, shake, shake that bottle of Best Press. You'll notice that there's lots of bubbles, and I found that when I sprayed it, it was a lot more consistent. Before, when I wasn't shaking it, I felt like it was a little blotchy and kind of went in sections. Let that set for about 10 to 15 seconds and then go ahead and do your pressing. If you want to repeat it on the other side, go for it. I found that just pressing on one side actually did the trick for me. I really like the hand and the feel, and it's not too stiff. It works really good for me.
Which is correct? I'm going to leave that up to you. So what are some other uses for Mary Ellen's Best Press? Well, I've used it for when I'm finished machine embroidering on a t-shirt, and sometimes you get that hoop burn, and what you'll do is you just hang the t-shirt up, spray this, and let it hang for a little while, and it actually helps get rid of that hoop burn. It's pretty cool. Another use, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but sometimes I'll use it as like room deodorizer because it smells good, and I have also been known to, in a pinch, use it as some perfume. So come on, there's got to be other uses for Mary Ellen's Best Press. Go ahead and leave those in the comments. So you're probably wondering, how much is Mary Ellen's Best Press? Well, depending on the size, I've seen it anywhere between around $4 up to the 40s. So just check with your local dealer, or I also have some of the links in the description below. Is Mary Ellen's Best Press a good value? Well, considering that one spray of this equals up to 10 sprays of the traditional spray starch, I would have to say yeah. This is definitely a product that I keep in my sewing studio at all times. And I do like the different fragrances. So you're probably wondering, does this notion really work? Yes, it does. It's a product that can be used for quilting, embroidery, and sewing. And as we saw, a few other things as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. That way you're alerted every time I come out with a new video. Also, if you want to see more behind the scenes kind of stuff, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Until next time, I hope you have a creative day. Bye-bye.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe below. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.